In this lesson, we are going to work on adding 9 to numbers. So what I'd like you to do is watch this video and see if you can tell a trick or a shortcut way for adding 9. A little bit later in the video, I'll tell you what the trick is, but while we're working through these, I'd like you to see if you can figure it out. So for the first one here, we have 9 plus 2. If we take the 9 block and the 2 block and put them together, we can see what 9 plus 2 will look like. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. 9 plus 2 equals 11. So we can see the 9 and the 2 is equal to a 10 and a 1. 9 plus 2 equals 11. So remember, the commutative property of addition says that we can switch the order of the addends and we get the same sum. So 2 plus 9 is also 11. 2 plus 9 is the same as 10 and 1, or 11. What is 9 plus 3? Well, if we take a 9 block and put it together with a 3 block, we can see that 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. So 9 plus 3 is the same as 10 plus 2. And because of the commutative property of addition, 9 plus 3 is also the same as 3 plus 9. So 3 plus 9 also equals 12. Let's see if you can tell the trick here. So 9 plus 3, we can see here that that was the same as 10 and 2. So 9 and 3 was the same as 10 and 2. 10 and 2 is easy for us to think about because adding 10 to a number is easy. 10 and 2 is 12. 10 and 4 is 14. 10 and 5 is 15. So if only this 9 were a 10, this would be an easier problem to work with. And we can turn that 9 into a 10. You can see here that if we add one more to that 9, we have a 10. So this 9 wants to become a 10, and it's going to become a 10 if we take 1 away from the other number that we're adding to the 9. So if we take a 1 away from the other addend, we get 10 plus 2. So 9 plus 3 is the same as 10 and 2. Let's look at that with one of these other ones here. 9 plus 2 is 11. Well, if that 9 took one of the 2's, that would be the same as 10 plus 1, which is 11. Let's see how that will work with the 4's. So if we have 9 plus 4, we can see we have a 9 block and a 4 block. It would be easier for us to think about this if it was a 10 and another number. So this 9 is going to be a 10, and this 4 becomes a 3. So 9 plus 4 is the same as 10 plus 3. 9 and 4 is the same as 10 plus 3. That's 13. Or we could think that 9 is going to become a 10, and this goes down 1. So 9 plus 4 is 13. And because of the commutative property of addition, 9 plus 4 is 13, and 4 plus 9 is also 13. 9 plus 5. If we get those blocks, we can see we have a 9 and a 5. I want that 9 to become a 10, so I'm going to take 1 away from that 5, and we would have 10 and 4. So 9 plus 5 is the same as 10 plus 4. 9 plus 5 equals 14. Again, that 9 is taking 1 away from the 5, so that becomes a 10. 10 and 4 is 14. 9 plus 5 is 14. And because of the commutative property of addition, 5 plus 9 is also 14. 9 plus 6. If we get a 9 and a 6, it would look like this. I want that 9 to become a 10, so I'm going to take 1 away from that 6 and put it with the 9. So 9 plus 6 is the same as 10 and 5. 10 and 5 is 15, so 9 plus 6 is 15. 9 and 6 is the same as 10 plus 5, which is 15. And because of the commutative property of addition, 6 plus 9 is also 15. 9 plus 7. If we take a 9 and a 7 and put them together, it will look like this. So 9 and 7, let's turn that into a 10 and a 6. And we can see that 9 plus 7 is going to be 16. Because of the commutative property of addition, if 9 plus 7 is 16, 7 plus 9 is also 16. 9 plus 8. So 9 plus 8 looks like this. We could take 1 away from that 8, so now we have 10 and 7, and it makes it easy to see that that's going to be 17. 10 and 7 is 17. 9 and 8 is 17. Because of the commutative property of addition, 8 plus 9 is also 17. 9 plus 9. We have a 9 and a 9. If this side takes 1, then we have now a 10 and an 8. So 10 and 8 is 18. 9 plus 9 is 18. And this is a double. We'll call them doubles because we have the same addend twice. 9 plus 9 is 9 plus itself. 9 plus 9 is 18. And if we switch this for the commutative property, we'd have the exact same thing. 9 plus 10. 9 plus 10 would look like this. And we know that 9 plus 10 is 19. Because of the commutative property of addition, we also know that 10 plus 9 will be 19. All right, let's practice some of these. So we've gone through all of them. Let's just go through these out of order for a minute. 9 plus 5 looks like this. That 9 takes one of the 5s, and that would be the same as 10 and 4. So 9 plus 5 is the same as 10 and 4, and that's going to be 14. 9 plus 8 is going to be the same as 10 and 7. So 10 and 7 is 17. 9 plus 8 is 17. 9 plus 10, that's 19. 9 plus 2, well, that 9 is going to take one of those 2's, and it's the same as 10 plus 1, which is 11. 9 plus 4, well, that 9 is going to take one of those 4's, so that is the same as 10 and 3, and that's 13. 9 plus 9, that is the same as 10 plus 8, and that's 18. 9 plus 3, well, that 9 is going to take one of those 3's, and that's the same as 10 and 2. That's 12. Let's see if you can go through and try to use that trick to do these. So we won't be using the blocks with these, and if this is your first time working through the lesson, this might be a little tricky, so don't be frustrated if you don't know it right away. Just keep practicing these until they become automatic. 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 plus 2, we can think of that like 10 plus 1. That's 11. 9 plus 5, it's the same as 10 and 4, so that's 14. 9 plus 6, this is going to go down 1, and it'd be 15. 9 plus 4, the same as 10 plus 3, that's 13, so that 4 went down 1. 9 plus 7, it's going to go down 1, this will be 16. 9 plus 3, when this becomes a 10, this goes down 1, so that's 12. 9 plus 10, 19. 9 plus 9, this will go down 1, so this is 18. 9 plus 8, this will go down 1, so this is the same as 17. 9 plus 1 is 10. All right, let's go through them one more time. 9 plus 10, 19. 8 plus 9. Well, this is the same as 7 plus 10. That's 17. 0 plus 9 is 9. 9 plus 4, that's the same as 10 and 3, which is 13. 5 plus 9, the same as 4 plus 10, which is 14. 9 plus 6, it's the same as 10 and 5, which is 15. 1 plus 9, that's 10. 3 plus 9, the same as 2 and 10, that's 12. 9 plus 7, that's the same as 10 plus 6, that's 16. 9 plus 9, it's the same as 10 and 8, that's 18. And 2 plus 9, same as 1 plus 10, that's 11. All right, good job. So keep practicing these, and when you feel like you have these mastered or they're automatic, you can go on and do the next lesson.